Summertime and the living's easy. Well, actually not summertime yet. This is our post-spring, sort of pre-summer video.
Exactly.
What are we talking about today, Joe?
It feels like it is summertime.
It does. It's a beautiful day.
We got the grass freshly mowed today.
Joey's in the shade. He's a little bit
I'm in
more
the shade.
fair than I am.
I've got sunscreen on. We're talking events.
Yeah, weather, events, real estate. We got it all.
All that fun stuff. What it's like in Northern Nevada, post-spring, pre-summer. Coming at you.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to the channel, guys.
Maybe welcome back to the channel.
Or welcome back to the channel. It's been a quick minute since we've done one.
It is. My sister got married. I was out of town. Joe was hustling. We got a bunch of clients under contract.
Things have just been
busy.
Exactly.
Busy.
If this is your first time to the channel, I'm Joe Hanich.
I am Ryan Chikvara.
And we do all things Northern Nevada.
Yeah, what it's like to eat, sleep, play,
live, bike, hike,
kayak, golf, drink,
you name it. We're freaking covering it. And we just love putting out the freaking content.
Yeah, as much as we do like putting out this content for you, though, we are licensed real estate agents here in Reno, Nevada, all of Northern Nevada, really. We cover Carson, Douglas, all that sort of stuff as well. So if you're looking to move here, definitely reach out.
Call, text, email, whatever you got to do.
Yep.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, give us a little like.
Tap the little
ding
bell.
The bell.
I want to say we're getting close to 40 videos now.
Yeah.
So Ryan and I just have content on, brewery tours, new construction,
our favorite events,
you name it. So take a look.
Neighborhood tours, all that sort of stuff. We got everything.
Exactly.
If it's your first time, definitely check out our other stuff.
Exactly. We got some good stuff. You'll see that the videos keep getting better and better, too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on point.
In theory.
Yeah.
In theory. Today is a good one. The weather is freaking gorgeous out.
Yeah.
We're looking in the middle of May.
Yeah, and today we're covering basically...
We wanted to do a post-spring, pre-summer, what Northern Nevada has to offer, weather-wise, real estate-wise, event-wise.
Exactly. And so, first and foremost, what we're talking, obviously today is just a beautiful day. We're going to talk events first, but wanted to touch on our first event that we just got done with, Riverfest, right?
Riverfest. That was from May 7th through May 8th. It was, it was a good time. It was a good event. The weather fell a little short.
Yeah. And
the weather was windy.
Yes, it was. This was honestly, we've got a lot of clients that reach out. One in particular who she was so concerned, and she's like, is the wind really too much? And I'm like, I don't, every so often, few days a year, do I really worry about wind, right?
We have
this
weeks.
Stretch that we had, I don't remember one like it. And I'm being completely honest.
It
was just wind on wind, 20 miles an hour, sort of just for an extended period of time. And with that sort of came the weather from the bay, right? We're getting hit with some basically light snow showers, nothing that was really sticking, but the snow was in the air.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. But the Riverfest itself, it was a good time.
Yeah. Joe got out there. I didn't get out there this year.
Yeah, we loaded up miles. Again, it was like a quick 5-minute drive from West University here. Why we love being so close to all the events. Quick $10 per person to get in.
Which was new this year, I believe.
Yeah, typically it was free before.
Yeah.
So they had everything blocked off. I heard it was a lot bigger this year too, so hopefully the event is growing. The weather actually held up while we were there Saturday, kind of early morning or late morning into the afternoon a little bit. Obviously, had to get the little guy home for a nap. He was getting a little tuckered out. Myself, is what I mean.
Yeah, little guy.
Definitely.
Miles goes all day. Joe's got to get his nap in.
But just such a good family-friendly event. They had everything from, bounce houses to rock climbing walls. Obviously, the event of the kayaking and all of that was, a spectacle to watch. Great beer garden and people watching the dogs down there, right? Miles, one of his favorite and only words is dog. Dogs, dogs, dogs. So that was a great event. And then the Reno Ace Ball.
Yeah, this is
freaking back.
This is this week particularly, so the little interstate rivalry we got with the Las Vegas Aviators.
They're terrible.
Yeah. yeah, the Aviator's no good.
They haven't won a game all year, all last year either.
Yeah,
So-
they're literally they just never win. No, they actually have a beautiful stadium down there, but I think ours is still better. That being said, that's always a great summer event to get out to. I mean, it's can't beat it. We've touched on this before, but you know, Thursdays you've got your $2 beers, Sundays a family day, $1 hot dogs, all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, again, we were able to get out with the family. 10 minutes away, right? Parking was pretty easy, and got out there with the in-laws, Miles, during the dog days.
Yeah, and on those days you're allowed to bring the dog to the stadium, right?
Yeah,
which is super cool.
Which is cool. So the whole outfield, right? It's kind of sitting only. Brought the blankets, got our setup. Again, Miles and his one word of dogs. He freaking just had
There's a theme
heyday.
there. There's a theme there with the kid. Kid loves dogs.
Speaking of dogs.
Speaking of which.
What's up, Sawyer?
So yeah, no, that's a super cool spot to go to. This time of year, personally, for the Aces is my favorite. Right, you're done with. Normally, when the baseball season kicks off, you still got those nights the sun gets down, and you need the sweatshirt, you need the blanket, all that sort of stuff. When you hit midsummer, there's some days you're sweating out there if you're not in the shade on the third base side.
Definitely.
If you're getting hit with that sun, these are the days where it's like that sun goes down and you're like mid 60s. It's like amazing.
Perfect.
Right? So.
Yeah, the wife has been jumping out here in the backyard just because of how cool it is, right?
Yeah.
And the sunsets that we have, and it's just perfect weather right now. But a couple other events coming up. We have got the Spring Fever Revival, the Hot August Nights, right?
Is that the Street Vibrations or?
Nope, that's the this is the Spring
gotcha.
Fever Revival.
Nights.
Yeah. So May 21st is the spring version of Hot August Nights. Again, car show, casinos, good time, great vendors, sunshine, and a lot of fun. Kid friendly.
Yeah.
Family event.
Go walk around, check out a bunch of cool old cars. Right?
Exactly.
So,
And then the spring rally for Street Vibrations
that's
is
where my mind was at.
Yeah.
Clearly.
June 3rd through the 5th. And I've been getting out on the bike for the past couple months, but again, the weather's been varying quite a bit. So now the weather kind of seems like it's turned for the better.
Yep.
We're seeing 80s, 70 degrees. So jumping out on the Harley, whether it's a day ride hitting up Virginia City, heading to Truckee, or just putting around town, be on the lookout, people. Motorcycles are on the roads.
Yes.
And they're going to be here for the remainder of the year, I would say.
Another event that is super popular with locals. My wife has done it, I think, twice before. I have not gotten into it
Never?
quite yet. No.
Never?
No.
Not once?
On the horizon, potentially. You never know. That's the Reno Tahoe Odyssey.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the wine walk.
Oh, no.
I thought you were talking about the wine
I've actually
walk.
never done a wine walk either. No, the Reno Tahoe Odyssey.
The RTO.
Yes, it's June 3rd and 4th this year. It's a 176-mile race, basically. It's a relay race.
Running.
And so it goes all night, headlamps, everything. They've got little runner buses, right, that stop at each different station. So when your leg is over, you're passing the baton on to your friend, but you're running Reno to Sparks to Tahoe to
Virginia City, Geiger Grade,
out and around, basically just cutting Dayton out just barely, through Carson, all the way up into Tahoe and around into California, right? You go all the way up into Truckee. Obviously 176 miles, you are covering ground, but you run different legs, some of them easier or harder than the others. If I end up getting into that and somehow get convinced by my wife, damn straight I'm going to be running the flat part through Carson.
Definitely.
And
well, that's
up the Tahoe.
Yeah, and we have a bunch. I have friends that are entered in it now, and right, you see all the training that they're doing for it. But like the camaraderie, the team effort,
people love it.
It's insane because it's nonstop. So you're not sleeping, right, for the 24 hours to 48 hours.
Yeah.
Depending on which leg you're running. Some are a lot harder than others. If you're doing the Geiger Grade, I'm not sure which one that is. I love riding that on my motorcycle. So to run that thing, it's no joke.
Yeah, there's some people out there who are super serious about it, but like Joe said, at the end of the day, it's sort of one of those things when that event's over, everyone is just like cracking beers, going to get food. You meet
Hugs,
tons of people.
It's a fun one. I hate running myself, so I would never do it. But shout out to you runners
and you've got
fake
views.
runners.
I will
out there.
say that lastly on it, it's some of the main reason people love it. We touch on Tahoe all the time. I mean, running around Tahoe and just like getting that, like what
cool thing,
people's runners highs. You couldn't do it in a better spot. So,
and then moving on to a
to the
similar event. It's walking, but
the wine walk. And if you can continue to walk afterwards, that's one that I used to sort of dread when I was in the service industry back in the day. It's an awesome event.
Great
it's
event.
The third Saturday of every month, and so they do these a lot through the winter as well, as long as the weather isn't crazy. But this time of year, I mean, you got everybody out, a bunch of people just having a good time.
Exactly.
Ladies wearing the sundresses, just like taking photo opportunities.
Not really a family event on that one, just because towards the end of it, not a lot of people are walking anymore.
Yeah.
Pay your check first.
I'll pay later.
You won't be able to.
No, I used to behind the bar. I would be getting out at about 5, and when that wine walk ended around 4, the number of plates of nachos increased exponentially as 4 o'clock hit, to get something in that stomach to soak up the wine. So
I wouldn't recommend it every month, but checking it out again, it's a good spectacle. And even if you're not part of the wine walk, go downtown and people watch, because it is a riot.
Some food on a patio and get some laughs in. I'll put it that way.
See the river walk, the scenery, it's just a good freaking time. And then along with some other events, right? The farmers markets are all coming out right now. So the camel something. It's the hump day. It's the Wednesday one. It's on Wednesday. It's right by me.
It's the camel deal.
Here below the Keystone Bridge, which is great every Saturday.
Bring out food trucks and stuff to that one as well.
Yeah, the Red District, they've got their farmers market on Saturday and Sunday. The Sands now has theirs on Saturday and Sunday. So again, weather change. Everyone's outside. Why would you not be?
Yeah,
and I'm starting to get tan.
Real quick,
right
just wanted
now.
to speak on that, because Reno is not known for being super walkable unless you're in that midtown, downtown sort of area and stuff like that. We just got the scooters. We had the bikes before. The bike thing didn't really work out.
Scooters,
Now we've got bird scooters, and so people, as far as getting from just downtown to the farmer's market, it's like a 3-minute scooter ride.
Yeah,
just
cruising.
banging, just having fun.
Just cruising.
So,
hot pipers.
Anyway, getting off of the events and just kind of going back to weather.
So we kind of touched on weather a little bit, but the weather's just been bipolar. There's no getting around that.
Yeah, we put out a spring video where we talked about how much we love the weather. We always deal with a little bit of that spring, like back and forth, where it's like not a full spring, still feels like winter here and there. This year was crazy. Obviously, we touched on the wind, but some of these nights, we were seeing a day where it would be 47-degree high, getting as low as 23 at night. 2 days later, 75 degrees, golfing, absolutely beautiful.
With gusts of wind from like 40 to 60 miles an hour. I'm surprised my tree, I mean, you can see some of my trees back here, but I would come out at night, I'm like, these branches are coming down.
Yeah, Joe
this
having
is not good.
A little anxiety of the power line running through here, and if that's going to be
so weather, we literally had a year's worth of weather in just a month.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Snow, I mean, warm weather, like you got sunburn,
sleet,
and
a little bit of rain. Yeah. I mean, we had a charity golf tournament that we did this past Friday.
Beautiful.
And absolutely gorgeous. But leading up to it, you're like, that's going to be the good day. That's supposed to be the good day. But Tuesday, Wednesday, you're sweating it. Thursday, ramping up. Friday, beautiful.
Yeah.
So
we are now transitioned into the better half and some sunshine.
Yeah, and so this time of year, obviously, Joe's already got the swamp cooler running right now.
On high. It's going to be 87 tomorrow.
Yeah.
May 18th?
Yep.
Tomorrow, May 18th, 87 degrees. It's going to be hot.
Yeah, and a week ago it was 52.
With a little bit,
Yeah, right.
Snow, there was literally a chain requirement going over the 80.
Yeah, so it's been crazy, but we're kind of looking to get past that.
You know what else has been crazy?
What's that?
The Reno real estate market.
Well, that is true, Joe.
We're going to segue right into that.
Yeah.
Which real estate has been nuts recently. Unless you've been living under a rock, interest rates are climbing steadily.
Yep.
We are seeing, high fives, maybe even touching the 6%, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, credit scores and all that sort of stuff.
All that
goes
fun
into
stuff. But on the flip side, the buyer pool has seemed to fallen off quite a bit.
Yeah,
so you're not competing with as many freaking buyers.
And obviously, as your sort of spending power goes down with interest rates rising, some people are just kind of getting a little bit discouraged, right? But at the same time, the benefit there, like Joe said, if you've got the house that's sitting right there in front of you, as opposed to previously with interest rates being so low and competing against 8-9 different people, that's now closer to what, 2-3
maybe, if at all, at all. I mean, we've helped clients get under contract that we're writing it under the asking price because there was no offers after a week, which in this market we're negotiating always if there's no offers.
Absolutely.
on the table.
Yeah. And that's another thing that we've seen, right, is as crazy as the real estate market has been, things are staying on market a little bit longer now that are not your turnkey homes, right? And so previously it was like anything and everything was boom, that quick, right? People are savvy to the market, you know, and we come in right there as well, where we're not having people bid over asking on houses that, you're immediately going to come through and rip the carpet out, right? And so those sort of houses, we've seen different places stay on market 60, 70, 80, 90 days now, right?
Crazy, some of them. But again, if there's a desirable home in a desirable area,
it's still going.
It's going over the weekend. And we've seen that with clients as well, where we're competing against 3 other offers. We're winning them, but we have to pull out the tools from the old tool belt to get the offer accepted.
Exactly. And I think one of the statistics that we had just looked up recently is basically that houses are going basically a percent,
like
1.7% above the asking, right? So in a ton of these situations, which Joe is touching on basically, is that those are the houses that, in order to get it done, sometimes you're still going 5, 10, and price point wise, maybe up to 15 above listing.
Definitely.
Right.
And again, those homes are turnkey.
Yeah.
Right? That you're not having to do a single thing to them. You are closing and moving all of your furniture in, and that is it.
And
right?
and we try to reiterate to clients a lot too. This is Sawyer.
Delivery drivers here.
Anyway, we try to reiterate that to clients all the time. This is sort of a lending tip, but for every $10,000, that's about $50 a month on your mortgage.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes we're like trying to get that. Obviously, we're not trying to waste people's money, but on a $500,000 house, if 510's the thing that gets it done to get into
Probably
a home, $50 a month, right?
Definitely.
Difference,
so price reductions, they're happening all over the place.
Yep.
We've seen about 25% of the market price reduce. So buying power coming down, price reductions coming down, forecasting into the future, I think we're going to plateau a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? That's if I had that magic 8 ball, or that's kind of what we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, that's just a guess. The rates go up.
Exactly.
Buying power goes down.
The demand is still crazy high here.
Yeah, we don't forecast, these houses that jumped $100,000 over the last year and a half or so to jump another $100,000.
No.
Right?
Hopefully we're
hitting,
seeing single-digit appreciation, which is going to be healthy for the market. But I think that is about it.
Yeah, that's a little pre-summer update on what we got going on here in Reno.
Post-spring, pre-summer. That's all we got. Until the next one.
Thanks.